the imports so far in the PBA Governors Cup? I mean, maybe let's start with who has impressed you the most?
Ginebra's import. My goodness.
Grabe.
What
Orlando
a monster.
Johnson.
OG.
What a monster. Apparently, okay, I didn't really do my research on him and his name isn't really like, alam mo yun, familiar to me, but he played in the NBA?
Yes.
How long?
Pacers, I think 1 or 2 seasons. But when the Pacers came here for that,
Yeah, he was here.
He was here.
He was
fighting.
here.
He was fighting for a spot. Yeah, fighting for a
Oh,
spot.
he's so
Kaya buwis-buhay siya
good.
sa Samoa. That game, di ba, second half, he was like buwis-buhay because he was fighting for a spot on the team.
Kawawa lang siya kasi ang malas. I mean, no Japeth, no Greg. So siya talaga yung, alam mo yun, nagbubuhat, which could explain their not so nice record at the start of the conference. But he's amazing.
He's amazing. And they also have si Emmet rin, another amazing scorer. But the problem is, Meralco, walang big man. And ang hirap lumaban against teams that when the import mo 7 feet, tas yung import mo 6'5", yung handicapping. I mean, it really favors the bottom teams. You look at Global Port, Barako Bull, those two teams are up there right now.
Barako is unbeaten.
Their imports have a lot to do with it.
Well, you don't like the handicapping rule?
I don't know. I'm not really a fan.
But that's supposed to
balance
foster parity.
Pero
Such big
I'd like
words.
to see everybody, play on a level playing field.
Nico, your thoughts on the handicapping?
Well, I think it's not entirely sira. I think it's flawed. I think there might be improvements that will be made to it. I think there will be improvements that will be made to it. I think the PBA office is looking at what's happening now. Kasi Charles is right there. The assumption is sobrang, and this is the assumption, that this is the message it sends. Sobrang banu nyo na you can have a 7-foot import. Sobrang galing nyo na you can have a 6'5" guy guarding the 7-footer for 48 minutes. And it should still be an even playing field. I think, at some level, and I might be reaching, that's a little bit of an insult to the locals there because, I think we're at a time, import handicapping or not, we're seeing the most parity we've seen talent-wise among the locals that we've seen in recent years. And it's just not fair kasi hindi lang yung height eh. You're asking someone at 6'5" who grew up in the States, who has been a shooting guard or a small forward at most their entire life, to guard someone who's 7 feet tall, and it just doesn't make sense to me how that's supposed to make a more exciting game. And also, nagkakatanking eh. Like, hindi ko alam kung tuso lang ako but if it were me, I'll try my best during the Philippine Cup. If I don't do so well, I'm gonna tank the Middle Conference. Regardless of what if I don't make the semis ng All-Filipino, I'm tanking the Commissioner's Cup, give me a footer in the Governor's Cup, and then I'll have my best chance there.
This is the word of the day? And then?
And I noticed na si NLEX, they were really upset. Meralco lost their last game of last conference kasi pasok na sila, they lost to Blackwater. Because of that, NLEX wasn't able to get Al Thornton, who they really were hoping to get. And imagine him on their team, plus their Asian import. Grabe talaga. I mean, it's a big advantage against 6'5" guys.
Well, okay, but given that, outside of Orlando Johnson, I mean, and Emmet, who
Barako,
McMorrow.
Yeah. It's really good too.
Yeah, McMorrow.
Not bad.
Grabe, bato-bato. Sorry.
You're
getting too excited there, huh?
Anyway!
And he just learned how to play basketball also.
Crazy.
Which is insane.
That's
But again, if you're 7'2", and then you're being guarded by a 6'5" guy, you're gonna be impressive.
How about LeBron's BFF? How do we feel about it?
Sobrang starstruck ako, can I just say?
Because you watched it. I watched the documentary
More than a game show, ganun pa rin yung itsura niya. Not sure if Romeo Travis or Jamel Cornley. Similar kasi sila maglaro eh. Similar sila maglaro, di ba? I'm not sure if their gimmick habits are similar, but I was like, oh my god, Romeo Travis.
Anyways, Corley's still here. Isn't he playing here?
He used to be, but I think that was last year.
Legal labas star yan, di ba?
Oh.
Yeah. Parod ko pa sa Marikina yun.
Medyo.
Del?
Yeah, sa Del League. Ito, star player sa...
Star player forever.
Cheerleader lang ako.
Come on.
How about the Asian imports? Is this thing...
Meh! It's so...
This is not the GOAT, by the way. Wrong show. Is this Asian import experiment working out?
Parang it's not.
Why not?
Look at Ginebra's Asian import.
Okay,
There was
that's one.
so much buzz surrounding
one.
him coming into the conference, and they're not even letting him play.
What about the Kiefer Ravena of Japan? Ba yun?
Si ano?
What's his name? Endo?
He gives me hope.
He gives you 50.
No, he's the most inspiring story in the PBA
Why?
right now for me. I see him and I'm like, you know what? I'm 26. I was never really that good. But you know what?
Look, he's gonna kill you by 50 points.
He will. But he still gives me hope for like guys like Charles. You know what? Charles, mga 100 times better than me. Kaya ni Charles mag-PBA. Ano yung si Endo?
Asian imports.
Oh well, yeah.
Yes or no?
I'm okay with them. I mean, they've helped their teams. I don't think they're totally dominating the game like our American imports, but not bad. Si Douglas, solid sa token text. Cryem's pretty good for global port. Yung Sakia, not bad. They're not really dominating. The one of NLEX was good, si Madani until he hasn't.
No, that's the thing But if they're not dominating, bakit sila import?
Bakit pa?
I don't know. I guess they wanted to give something different. I like Morocco though. Before that guy they got, we're supposed to get Kamrani of Iran, and he would have been really good for them. I think.
Yeah, if Kamarani was here, I mean that guy.
But I don't think Kamrani will dominate. I think it would be a great
solid.
Yeah, solid
Contributors to team.
I think also it's because of the qualifier. You're asking to get guys 6'3" and below, and you're pretty much asking for a guard or a shooting guard. But no, I think those who don't like the Asian imports, I'm not crazy about it. Those who do love the Asian imports will look to Sam Douglas of Talk and Text and say, look, that's a need.
Yan ang Asian, yan ang peg.
Yeah, yan ang peg. Because Talk and Text had the need because pinagpapahinga nila si Jason. They bring in someone
but he's
high basketball IQ who plays that spot.
He's kind of tall. I was teasing him before. He's like, I made the height limit. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Who else made the height limit last conference? Never mind, moving on.
Si Denzel Bowles. No, he started wearing mas manipis na.
Ang mga roller natin sa PBA.
Hindi, nagpa-foots pa siya. Nagpa-foots pa, so nabawasan yung kanya.
Na-clear na yan, Denzel,
I think I think Nico's right. I'm not crazy about these Asian imports, but I don't mind them, honestly. Pero yung think ko lang, not all the teams have rin ulit eh. Sana...
Pero sa lahat na lang.
Oo.
Eh di kawawa naman yung mga...
No, I'm still not crazy about it because it replaces the many 6'3" and under point guards.
Sana free for all na lang yung height
that we have that we're trying to get here. I think you know what? Instead of the height handicapping, just to tie it in, instead of getting a 7-footer, you get a 6'7" guy and an option to get a 6'5" Asian import. Ganun na lang.
Or no height limit para si Ahmed Haddadi or si Eugene yan. Buhay pa ba yung mga yan?
I think you have to sell your franchise to Ahmed Haddadi to go here.
I think we can afford Buttermilk. We should be affordable by now. Buttermilk.
Sino yung sa Jordan dati? Sobrang galing. Lagi tayong pinapatay.
Sino si right?
Asian? Abbas?
Yeah.
This is it.
Zaid Abbas. Oh, okay. I've said this on Upper B. For me, I'm okay with the Asian imports because it's something new. The league is willing to do new stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And if it doesn't work out, you're just sacrificing one conference and then you can sort of tweak it, which is like perfect timing. So at least our new commissioner, Attorney Chito Narvasa, comes in, looks at this, and says, okay, pwede tweak for next year.
You think we should keep it? It's a format that we should keep. I mean, seeing what you've seen.
Look, I just like the idea kasi na we are adopting a more global attitude.
Yes.
So you're not just getting the American imports, which we have done from the beginning of time, but now we're also opening our doors, opening our minds actually. Now, why don't we get Asian players and make the league, make players more competitive? I understand the whole argument na sayang yung slot, pang Pilipino sana yung slot. But if it would make the PBA a stronger global or even stronger Asian brand or property, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Lalo na it's a crazy idea because when it was first na chismis, we were all like, what? Are you serious? That's insane. Parang to me, it was the equivalent of the NBA adding a 4-point line. But the PBA tried it. And we're doing it right now. And I guess when you brought it up, na-realize ko na parang, you know what? I can appreciate that. I can give them props for going out on a limb and being forward-thinking.
It's a radical
and being
concept.
radical a little bit because we always say na parang, old-fashioned yung PBA. I mean, it doesn't get more radical than this.
Okay, tell us what you think about the most impressive imports and the Asian import situation and the handicapping as well.
We would love to hear your thoughts over Twitter. That's at @upper_B. We are Boy Basket is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So do check them out.